Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the original Bancroft House, Spring Valley, California. The first building built in the area. And in fact, the first building built by an American in the East County of San Diego. Here's our good friend, Trix. He's, you could say he's the local lawnmower. He's in charge of keeping the grass clean, aren't you? Aren't you there, bud? What do you have to say to the people? Yep. Right over here, that is an old 1943 bomb shelter that was built by the Spring Valley Civil Defense in order essentially to protect from potential bombings from Imperial Japan, but also so as to satisfy state regulations to make it an armory. In order for them to get equipment and the funding and support they needed to have a local defense force, they needed to create a physical armory. And that's what you see here. Funny enough, on the southeast corner of the building, there's actually a little bit of a time capsule where the names of the original builders are located in a bottle. Out this way, this may look like a simple open field here. I'll actually go around this way. But this is actually the site of the original spring for which Spring Valley gets its name. If you can see over there in that pile right over there, there are actually some old bricks, if you can make that out. And that was the original sort of pool that surrounded spring. That right there is the spring of Spring Valley. And this whole area is actually set to become a public park. However, it doesn't seem that too much progress has been made on it beyond a new gate over there where that lady's standing. So there will probably be forthcoming developments here. So it's expected to one day be a public park, but exactly when that's going to happen, we don't know. Because this site, unfortunately, doesn't get as much attention as it really should. Because not a lot of people think about Spring Valley as being a place that has too much historical value, but that is certainly false. This building, the originally made out of adobe brick, and as well as wood additions that have been made since. But this right here in the back of the house was a more modern addition, and when I say modern, at least 70 years ago. But it served as the original meeting place for community events and meetings for Spring Valley. And they have all sorts of old memorabilia stored around here. This old half and half carton, old saws and tools, funnel.
Old pictures here too.
Oh yeah, tons of old pictures. This one's showing the National City and Otay Railroad at La Presa Station. This one's showing Lemon Grove in 1956. This one's showing Spring Valley in 1955. And Spring Valley in 1952. Just looking north from Conrad Drive towards Mount Helix. And this is Spring Valley 1910. It's very much still an agrarian environment. It's a photo of the original Helix post office. And funny enough, the post office, it was named Helix as opposed to Spring Valley. The reason being, it was not authorized by the Postmaster General of California to have a place name on a post office with more than 2 words. So they opted for Helix as the name, after the mountain, which had already been previously named. by the daughter of one of the original owners of this house, Mount Helix, after the discovery of the European snail, the Helix aspersa, on the mountains, which are your common garden snail here in California. Right here is what we see is mostly 1950s memorabilia from the area. Old advertisements and an old Waffle House menu. And so here we're walking into the older portion of the house. We have the story here of this ranch and its prior owners, such as Judge Augustus Ensworth, Rufus Porter, who is widely considered the founder of Spring Valley. This is a picture of his Porter Ranch in 1875. Very, very old picture here. It's quite hard to come by pictures that are that old. That was the original church in the area, built next to the school. This was the Rock House, which actually is located just beyond the grass field that I showed you previously. We'll be going there after this. Believe it or not, they actually did some oil exploration in the local area at one time. It's one of the advertisements for Helix Farms lemons and Helix olives. In fact, at one point, Spring Valley and its Helix Farms was actually the largest producer of olives in the state, and one of the largest producers of olives in the entire country. This is a photo of the actual spring in action, which is located again in the field I showed you all previously. Variety of old tools, old irons from the ranch and farm. The original name was San Jorge Springs, or Guanga de San Jorge, which is included under the same rancho during the Mexican era as, in fact, the mission itself, the San Diego mission. Yeah, I have one of the old original beds, some of the old clothing from the time. An old piece of luggage, which imagine trying to carry this giant box around through TSA these days.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, it's not pretty difficult. It was pretty hefty, the old luggage. So you see kind of a mannequin here, just wearing the clothing of the time. And again, we see the Helix post office. Another picture of Hubert Howe Bancroft, who was the namesake of this house, former owner. Here we're going to be entering another room of the house, known as the Kumeyaay room, which has various artifacts from the Kumeyaay tribe, who still live today in San Diego County in a number of reservations. And we're, of course, the original inhabitants.
Are you making a video?
I am indeed. Did you mind?
No, not at all.
Well, your future didn't know.
No,
No?
I didn't do any social media. Yeah, no, really.
Okay, I'll take that part out.
Thanks. No, anyway.
No problem.
But you were here before too.
Yeah,
And I didn't remember your name.
Gabby.
Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Miles is like Miles Standish. That's somebody in history.
Miles Standish, who's that?
He was a pilgrim. Was Miles Standish a pilgrim? Does that ring a bell?
Somewhere in
Yeah.
the northeast.
Yeah, he was a. So you've made other videos though, haven't you?
Yeah,
You put one-
I made one that was like not with any footage here, but it was just I got some like the old footage from like the Historical Society website and kind of made like a little bit of a history of Spring Valley sort of video, starting with like the Guanga de San Jorge and up to like the World War II era. So it was cool stuff.
Yeah, no, there's people that still putting stuff on now that we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and more people are adding their videos they made at Spring Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta give the public a little bit of a virtual tour
Well, at
of
the
the
same
place.
time, the more you do, the more you get better, and the more you get out there. And
Very true.
I may see you and Gabby someday pull up in one of those fancy Cadillac station wagons.
Hey, you never know.
Camera crew, and, this is our,
I wish.
you never know.
Yeah, no, I already. This is my second take because I wasn't quite too eloquent the first time, and I was kind of stumbling around.
Practice makes perfect. This stuff here wasn't here before, and I'm supposed to go through this and rebag everything. This is some archaeology from the 1970s.
Oh wow.
The bags were breaking. The colleges were cost effective, and they for their collections they need bags and a stamp, and a big stamp on there and enter the date and information. But the bags are breaking, and where it was stored it had a flood, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what we said. See, something like this, that stamp, date and all. So I have to rebag everything. We have a stamp in the office. Today archaeology is a little more better, and depends what the cost is, because
Right.
most of the resource people that do a history resource documents, they have very nice presentations because they charge a few $1,000.
Right.
Paper bag would be like, what? But it works.
This is great stuff though here. That
Yeah, kinda. Out of Cuyamaca College at the Heritage American Mile, that's the best one.
the Cuyamaca College.
Yeah, on the campus there where the Helix Water Conservation Garden is, and there's a museum called the Heritage of the Americas. It costs $3 to get in, it's closed
Really?
on Mondays.
Wow.
But the water park is a good place to go for hanging out, too, because they always have something going on.
Oh, they have a water park, you said?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Conservation Water Park.
Okay.
Well, it's not a water park. It's a conservation garden.
Oh, I see.
It's for conserve water, drought resistant or plants that don't require a huge amount of water is what
Nice
it's
place to walk,
showcasing.
too,
Yeah.
you know, with a friend.
Okay.
And it's free.
Cuyamaca College.
Huh, because I don't think we've ever gone over to Cuyamaca College. Yeah.
Yeah, it's located right near there. The water conservation garden. As they
Yeah,
call
you go
it.
up the road to the college, it says Heritage of America.
But that's different than the water conservation garden. Anyway.
Okay, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's a pretty place. You look up to see the hours. It's not like it's open.
Sure. Thank you. That up there, you see, is the original. It's the original bell. Original bell. It was to announce meetings and whatnot. This is beautiful. As you can see, folks, this is a beautiful place, and you know, Jim, the caretaker here, he didn't like to be filmed too much, but he doesn't mind people coming around here. He's very, 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 very friendly, and he's gonna give you an amazing tour of this whole place. Amazing tour of this whole place. I might respect his wishes and blur him out here in this video, but yeah, this is our second time here as well. Yeah, I met the guy before, and yeah, that right there is the rock house that was previously depicted, and we're gonna be going over in just a couple minutes here. Look, Abby, do you think there's anything else we should show them about this place?
We could show them. Garden.
Oh, what are you doing, Trix? Hey, Trix, come on. How you doing, buddy? Here, we'll have Trix give you a little farewell. Beautiful, beautiful pony. But I'll tell you, they got some gunk on them. Look at that. Yeah, the fur is pretty dirty. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bancroft Ranch House, located right off of Bancroft Avenue, or Bancroft Drive, is it? Bancroft. Yes, ma'am. Bancroft, off of Bancroft Drive on Memory Lane. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.